What are we working on next? It happens to be something we're working on together.
Yes, I'm actually involved for the entire process of this one. It's gonna be fun.
Well, the weird thing is, I don't think we'd seen each other maybe like once in the year before we sort of reconnected over adaptation because there was like a year where we didn't see each other. Then we met for wine, and then then we were like, we should do this every week. Let's get one. And then I didn't. For some reason. I think I saw you maybe one time in the interim, and then we were like, but you're going to be in this movie.
And I was like, all right. Yeah.
And then you started filming some scenes, and you were like, you were enjoying the process. You wanted to be involved.
I hold the microphone a lot.
Yeah, and then now and over the course of that, now you're like, they're one of the main people in the company.
Yeah, helping out in the creative process. Yeah. We're helped with finding the lead for our new movie and whatnot.
Absolutely, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Now, I mean, you're a completely integral part of especially this next one, which is called Naomi Jones. We start filming that in April 2016. That's the year, I think. And it is about an independent filmmaker who is struggling to get through a day of filming her first project with a high-stakes budget. I don't know, do you want to talk a little bit about what developing that has been like?
I mostly let you write the script, and I read it.
I let you write the script,
and I read it, and I liked it, and...
Did you read it?
Actually, I did at one point. I read it before we actually started doing the read-throughs.
That's good. Okay.
I don't think I recalled which characters were mine going into it though, which really threw me off.
You're not it's not the same sort of acting role for you this time. Yeah. But no, it's a comedy. The basic, I guess, if you want to pitch that, puts it in terms that have reference points. I guess I would say it's sort of like my question in it is, what does 8.5 or Stardust Memories look like for the mumblecore filmmaker? What is that life crisis like for the 20-something no budget filmmaker? And I think I hope it's funny. I hope it's interesting. We got a great cast.
Oh, yeah.
Leah Cardenas, we got Will Wright is returning. Rachel
3 in a row for Will Wright. That's exciting.
3 in a row for Will Wright. We got well, that's another interesting thing no one ever asks about too. I think just because people haven't seen all the movies, they don't know. We don't know. We don't really know if we have a troupe at this point.
Do. I think once you get past the first 2 and you have people still coming back, that's kind of when you have recurring characters, not recurring characters, but recurring actors and actresses, and I think that's a lot of fun.
Well, I think I don't know that I was conscious of with adaptation. We knew we wanted to bring a lot of people back. Well, because our first movie only had 7 people, so we brought all of them back, and then there's 20 more. Or whatever.
Adaptation is a pretty large cast.
It does. It's just kind of people come and go. And then Naomi Jones, when I was writing that, I think outside of maybe 1 or 2 roles, I really didn't think about bringing anybody in particular back. Like,
it was pretty open. Like, you pretty much were like, who can we fit with here and here, and then one of the 3 people maybe who was in my mind didn't even do it. So it comes down to 2 people. It just it didn't work out with the one I thought. So then it ended up being this interesting experience where we have to find new people, and that's been fun. We got to actually go out and do some talent searching. We found a lot of really good actresses for that.
Absolutely. It's all actresses going forward, I think.
Yeah, more actresses for everybody.
So, 12 Angry Women.
Sure.
That's probably next.
I guess I'll have to be a cross-dresser then, I guess. Since,
trans maybe. But no, it's going to be a fun movie. We got that going. Ben is playing a great role. We got Ben to act again, which is very good because Ben is more hesitant about acting than he should be because he's a very good actor.
Acting skills for some reason.
He's a phenomenal
Every time
actor.
he's in the movie, though,
he's got brilliant comedic timing, especially in character. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll come out. In Omaha, it'll come out. We'll have a premiere in April 2017. So
only a year away.
About a year from now. And we got a bunch of other things that are sort of in the works, but I don't know if there's anything concrete enough yet to really pitch to you, dear viewer on YouTube.
Nothing that we've actually been able to concretely work on. We haven't really been able to get everybody in a room working on anything besides Naomi Jones yet.
Yes, there's semblances of ideas and scripts, but nothing nothing else that is really, the ball is really moving on. So we will update you as that happens.
Do you have any other exciting questions?
Well, it's from at Hubert.
No one's gonna get that joke.
No one's gonna get that. No, I think that's probably all we can really do at this point.
What was your favorite performance in Adaptation?
That's a great question, actually.
Who like ate the cake?
Who ate the cake?
Who baked the cake and ate it and just
who ate the bundt cake?
Yeah.
I think that it's hard for me to like say that one was necessarily like my favorite. I think that a lot of people surprised me on the movie. I think Will Forget, for example, is somebody that I think a lot of people underestimate on set, because he's somebody that needs to sort of work through the scene enough times until it clicks for him, and then when it clicks, it's really, really good. But I think people who don't have experience in this sort of thing, sometimes it's harder for them to see the big picture. Yeah. Where you can see like that's a phenomenal performance, and I think people when they watch the movie, I think will be pleasantly surprised that that's a great performance. Winter Smith as the kid, I hate the idea of working with a child actor. I don't like movies about children.
I was surprised when I saw this. Like even the pitch you told me about this movie. Like you've always told me you hate like movies. Like you got to deal with children. Like you just don't like kids in your movies. And so like, all of a sudden you're making a movie.
Ben pitched this one. Yeah. This you could blame Ben for that. Okay. And no. I mean that's a pitch that if you don't turn it into something that's completely cliche and schlocky, I think that there's a lot of potential with that idea, and so it's more Ben's baby in terms of the kernel of the idea. The twinkle was in Ben's eye, not in mine. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably never going to make another movie about a kid or about another coming of age story. I don't like those stories personally. It is weird that's
you're past that coming of age though, to where it's not really relevant to you anymore.
Yeah, but I think that's a cop-out too, because
fine, make a coming of age movie again.
No, because if you completely limit yourself to stories of things that you've gone through, that you are going through, then I think you're stuck completely. But I don't like those kind of stories. I don't like movies with kids. Winter, I told Winter in 5 years maybe I'll put him in something again, but he's really good. I'm not going to make a movie about a teenager. It's just not going to happen. Megan Friend. Phenomenal. She came in.
She's a trained actress, though. This is like her thing.
So
I'm not surprised that she came in and did a great job.
No, yeah, she came in for 2 days. She only worked on the movie for 2 days, and she's got one of the best performances in it. One of my favorite things that she does is just the couple times where she will, without really needing any direction at all on it, picked up on when her character was maybe laughing at Will, with Will. Okay. This sort of sense, you really get this sense.
That's a good small detail to pick up on, too.
And you get this sense that character is really entertained by him, whether she thinks that he's maybe serious or not serious at times. And I like that that's a murky line that she really honed in on and created, and I love that performance as well. Liz Matukowicz did a great job, particularly when she curses at Will. John Bowen was great.
His little parts were just wonderful.
I feel sad we cut one of his scenes because he's only in 3 scenes to begin with. Now he's only in 2. David Ream. Yeah, everybody in this cast was really good. I really liked everybody in this movie. There's not anybody I didn't like. So that's my answer to that. What's your favorite? What's your favorite performance?
Oh. I'm like replaying the movie in my head real quick to make sure I don't miss out on any like little.
Just wait 90 minutes, guys.
Yeah. I think Will surprised me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
exactly
after
what I mean. Almost a Weekend. It's like he can do.
He's funny.
Yeah, just even with a smaller role, he had an Almost a Weekend. It was interesting seeing him jump up to a much bigger challenge. And although it took a little bit of shaping and molding to get him to where it was a good performance, like every single time, it was totally worth it. It paid off in the end. John Bowen was still my favorite. He had just like a perfect tone. Like just his voice throughout the whole thing was just perfect.
He got such a commanding voice.
He did, but he wasn't really like commanding very much throughout the movie. No. He was just kind of there every once in a while.
He was kind of written to be more of
the absent father type.
Yeah, well, actually in the script he was supposed to just be watching BET all day, but we didn't want to kind of figure out the licensing on that to make that a reality. But we thought there's something really funny about this idea of this old
older
hanging out
white
watching
guy,
BET all day.
like this old family man who's white in like suburban white neighborhood, watching BET all the time. But it didn't end up making it into the movie. We ended up having a lot of old movies on.
Will Wright was also great.
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah.
always
Will,
such a nice guy, or just kind of like this
and
quiet,
Abby,
shrewd little dude.
Will and Abby together were hilarious.
They're bickering, which is amazing.
All their scenes were one day. That was our condition to Will Wright, because I don't think he had a
Yeah.
pleasant time on Almost a Weekend. So we were like, we'll bring you back, and I promise we'll be able to shoot it all in a day.
Almost a Weekend was his adaptation, though, where it was almost kind of a joke at him, but not really, and he kind of probably took it a little too personally. But I mean, I don't know.
We'll have to bring him on to say, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What do you have to say about this?
No comment.
Last thought.
You always put me on the spot.
I do, yeah. Okay. Well, goodbye then, I guess.